Hey everybody, it's Maria from What's the Story with Maria. How's it going? Welcome to our show. We're so glad you're here. Tonight is Tuesday, December 10th, 2024. We're in the Christmas season, the holiday season, whatever you celebrate. And it's fun. I got the spirit. I feel like I got the spirit. So we are coming to you live from New York. Leo, my love, of course, my sidekick, is in California. And one of our other guests tonight is from California. He's going to be Zooming in from beautiful San Francisco. So we're excited about that. We're doing a kind of a bi-coastal Christmas thing tonight. And the first thing I want to do is I want to say thank you to everybody that's been coming to visiting the city and coming, I work at Stonewall on Mondays, Wednesday at the Duplex, Friday and Saturday at Brandy's, and so many wonderful people have been visiting and just bringing so much joy from all over the country and from across the pond. So we want to thank you for that. We love our tourists, and I want to show you something. So my friend Sally Hunter-Philburn, she is an artist. She makes all kinds of things. Like she knits beautiful things. She's an incredible painter. She makes cards. She draws beautifully, sketches these gorgeous things that she does, real special, like on black paper with silver ink. She does these amazing things. And look what she sent me in the mail. I don't know if you can see it, but it's stained glass. It's a tree. It's the most beautiful thing. I absolutely love stained glass. It's one of my favorite. Stained glass and mosaics are my two favorite art forms. So Sally sent me this, and her Instagram is Sally Hunter, Hunter, Philburn, Philburn. That's her Instagram, Sally Hunter Philburn. Go and check out her Instagram. You'll see all these beautiful things. I just think it's stunning, and I love it. And I love anybody that makes art. I just love it. And my mother used to do things like this, where she would make things for, look at how cute she is. And my little picture of my mother that I have on my desk. She had made these little snowmen there. She was always making something. I'm sure she's making things in heaven as we speak. But I wanted to give a shout out to Sally. I love her. She's a wonderful friend. Her husband was Mr. May last year. So in our calendar, which reminds me, we have our calendar. It's come out. Now the Nothing But the Apron 2025 calendar is available now. It's $12. It is worth every penny. You got I think you got 14 people in it. And I always laugh and say that comes to about maybe a $1.17 a person or something like that, a hottie. So these, I have them. I've ordered them. Leo tirelessly combed through all the semi-nudes to reach what we have in here behind these pages, and they're great. I always will have them at Stonewall. I'll have them at the Duplex on Wednesdays. I'll have them at Brandy's on Fridays and Saturdays in person if you come and pick them up. If you want them mailed out, just let me know. You can Venmo me, and I will mail them out to you. As I said, they're $12 each, and then shipping and handling comes to about $4 or $5. So we'll work it out. And so that's what's happening there. We also have aprons. Of course, that's the whole point of the Nothing But the Apron. The aprons are $25, and they're really amazing quality. I also have mugs, and they're only $10. What's the Story with Maria mugs? So let's go back, and so if you want anything like that, please let me know, and we will get it out to you. The sooner you order it, the sooner I can guarantee it by Christmas, because I want to get that out to you guys. Okay, so Danielle of Danielle Alexandria Alchemy has joined us. Happy Tuesday, Maria, Leo, and What's the Story with Maria family. Same to you, my friend Danielle, my amazing friend. Danielle is not just a friend of ours. She is an incredible spiritual healer. She's a reader. She's a psychic. She does past life regressions. She does spirit animal readings. She talks to the other side, and I'm not kidding. It's incredible, incredible. I had a reading about 2 years ago, and then I bought a ton of sessions for people that I love as gifts for Christmas. That is an amazing gift. If you go to DanielleAlexandriaAlchemy.com, we'll scroll that in a little while, and then you can just click on it, and there's so many services that you can get. Leo, I'm sorry, I kept talking. Why don't you hit that promo, baby? Poor Leo, he's always waiting for me. Who knows? We've had.
I'm a big fish in a small pond. Got my days free and the nights long. I create my own reality. Who I am is fine with me. As famous as I wanna be. Who I am is fine with me. It's who I am. It's who I am.
Thank you, honey. So poor Leo, he usually waits for me to say, hit that promo, Leo, and I was just yapping. But anyway, so we have 2 special guests. We have 3 special guests tonight. Our first guest is Sean Patrick Murtagh. He is an incredible, legit tenor, like a legit operatic tenor. His voice is so beautiful, like Mario Lanza beautiful. And he's also like such a fun, goofy, wonderful energy that is so much fun. He's been on our show before. He's going to join us. He's out in San Francisco. He's doing a show coming up. So we're going to have him zoom. And he also has a show now. He has a podcast, which is really cool. So we'll talk about that as well. And then our good friends, Janine Molinari of Dance Molinari and Lavinia Draper, who, you know, is her sidekick there. They're doing a benefit for the Holy Apostle Soup Kitchen. So we want to have them zoom in. So let's check in with our people. So Danielle, we'll have Danielle's, we'll put her website out there in a minute. So that's a great Christmas gift. If you want to get something for someone, a gift certificate to Danielle's services. Lori Towers, here is my happy place, my favorite peeps. Well, you are one of my favorite peeps. So it's a two-way street, my love. And then we have John Pietero. Stained glass was always a beautiful mosaic against sunlight. Oh my God. There's just something about glass that I love. I just love it. Blown glass, mosaics, anything like that. There's Danielle's website to check out. Rena Cunali-Bergi, my cousin from Massachusetts. Hello and happy Tuesday. Yes, same to you, my love. Now, Leo, are you able to join me, or is there too much going on back there? Leo's very, very busy tonight. So anyway, what we do want to tell you, Lori and John are, they're DJs, they're music historians, they are writers, they're musicians. Thank you, Leo. So Wednesdays at 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific time, John and Lori have a show called Beneath the Underground on Sheena's Jungle Room at WFMU.org. So at 10 o'clock, you just go to WFMU.org and you're going to get, they handpick the music. And what it is a lot of local artists, a lot of folks that you haven't heard for a while. So it's kind of like taking a trip. It's like you're on the Lower East Side and you're sitting with them at CBGB's. And they're telling you stories, and then they're playing the songs. It's just a great experience. If you miss it live, it's okay. You can go to the website and stream it later on. I usually do that the next day because I work on Wednesdays. So that is something really fun to do, and you just get a history lesson. You know, you really do. And they'll talk about things that are coming up. They're also writers, so they have a lot of things. Sometimes they read poetry. It's really, really, really a cool, quintessential New York experience. So make sure you do that. And I wanted to also remind you, Michael Rodriguez has joined us. Hi, all. Hi, Michael Rodriguez. Michael Rodriguez is the founder of Master Elf. And you want to go to masterelf.com, I believe, or you can find their Facebook page. This is one of our favorite charities of all time. So what Michael does is all year long they collect, they have these benefits, and then they go out and buy gifts for children in underserved communities, and then they deliver them. They deliver these gifts as elves. It's just the cutest thing in the world. And Lynn Porter's genius is Michael's cousin. So Michael, we're so proud to have you as part of our family, our radio family, and we send you so much love, and we know you do beautiful work. Okay, thank you. Themasterelf.org. Thank you. So go and check that out. After the show, go and check out themasterelf.org. Oh my goodness, look who's joined us. Peter Feliciano. Hola, Leo Rodriguez and Maria Gentile. Hi, my love. So Peter Feliciano is our great friend. He and his wife, Elaine, have been on the show many times, and they've also been in our calendar so many times. Well, once each, but different years. Peter and Elaine have a company called Peter Feliciano Fine Jewelry, and you can find them on all platforms, Instagram, Facebook, all over the internet, Google. Peter makes they make amazing jewelry pieces, and some of those pieces are specific to Puerto Rico, which is where they're from. So they're beautiful, incredible pieces. They range from white gold all the way up to diamonds. So I would say if you are Puerto Rican, or you love someone who is, or you just want to check out the site, I know J-Lo will definitely be on the site. Go and check out Peter Feliciano Fine Jewelry, and you will not be disappointed. Stunning stuff. So that's what's going on there. Peter's birthday was last week. Happy birthday, Peter. Absolutely. Okay, so we told you about the apron. Now, we do want to talk about our calendar girl for 2024. Our last... Oh, thank you, Leo. You beat me to it. He's incredible. So this is Corey, our friend Corey Ellers, who's just the loveliest person. She's in finance. And can you believe that? She's in finance. She bought a bunch of these last year for her clients, by the way, which I thought was so funny and festive. She's up on her roof, by the way, in New York City. She took that picture, or one of her friends did. So she's wearing nothing but the apron, because it's called the Nothing But the Apron calendar. This is last year's. Here's Corey. So if you want this year's coming up, 2025, please reach out to me. You have my email, Maria Gentile at AOL, or you can just reach me on Facebook, or if you have my phone number. Please let me know how many you want. They're $12 each. I will get them to you. You can Venmo me. My Venmo is also What's the Story with Maria. It's easy. And I will get them to you. If you need them for Christmas, please, the sooner the better, because I can put them in the mail and get them to you, or come and pick them up from me at the Duplex on Wednesdays or Brandy's on Fridays and Saturdays. Okay, so one of the people in this calendar, I believe it's June, if I'm, yeah, oh yeah. I'm not going to show you two. I'm going to flash it quick. That's it. That's all you get. You have to, that's it. Is Sean Patrick Murtagh, who is the most amazing tenor. I mean, legit tenor. Like legit, incredible tenor. He lived in New York. He won a bunch of awards, did a bunch of amazing shows, and now he is in San Francisco. He's been there for a while, and he's doing a show the 20th, I believe. Let me get this right. Sunday, December 22nd, is it? I think, oh, I have to. 22nd, yeah, there it is. At 5 p.m. at Feinstein's at Nico, which is 222 Mason Street, San Francisco. So I think we should have him zoom in and talk about it. He's just amazing, and he has his own podcast now. Oh my God, there he is.
Hello, I'm dressed. Oh, is there an echo on my end?
I don't hear it. Do you hear an echo? I'm good. If you're good,
I'm good then.
All right.
It's on Maria's end.
Oh, do you want me to unplug and now?
That's way better. Yeah.
You better? Okay. You know what the problem is? It's my my I have a hard time hearing with my speakers here. Hold on one second. I'm gonna fix this. We're gonna have to do some fancy fixing. Anyway, my love, how are you doing? Wait, are you wearing nothing but the apron?
But the apron, I thought, you flashed that so quickly. I thought I had to give people a little more
I
to
flashed it very
entice. I don't
quickly.
know.
Oh my God, look at you in that apron. That's
It
adorable.
it was
I
so much fun,
really,
and I love this apron so much.
well, it suits you. It
Thank you,
suits you,
thank
that
you.
apron. Now I want to. I'm gonna hook this up, but I want to make sure that I don't lose you. But please, I'm gonna fix what I have to fix here with this new
Yeah.
little piece. But I want you to. So you have. Well, first of all, you have the most beautiful voice, and it's
Thank you.
legit. It's not just like when we say tenor, like a tenors are a dime a dozen in the city. But you are a legit operatic tenor, a Mario Lanza category tenor.
Thank
As
you.
a matter of
That
fact, you have
means
an album that it's Lanza material, is it
it
not?
is. It's the Mario 101. So everything you need to know about a Mario Lanza according to me. So it's the songs that I love and that touch me the most. And it's just a little sampling. And we are two different types of tenors.
Yeah,
I have a much lighter voice than he does. But I would say it doesn't matter what type of tenor you are. It's more about what inspires you to sing. And Mario Lanza inspires me. And so we may not have, had we been contemporaries, we wouldn't be singing the same roles, but it's all about the inspiration. I'm not in the opera world. I am in my world and I can sing whatever I want, however I want. And it's a really beautiful thing that
I
a
love
gift I
that
got from
album
him.
so
Thank
much.
you.
I love that album. And you were very generous when you did your show here. We had a benefit for a friend of ours, Lori Lawrence, and you donated a bunch of CDs and also tickets to your show at the time. And you gained some serious fans. So
Thank you.
thank you for doing that. Now, I want to divert from this for a second. You started your own podcast, right?
I did
So
because,
tell us about it.
yeah, I realized that, as you know very well, that you come across some of the most talented individuals you'll ever meet working in hospitality. Behind the bar, folding napkins. I say I folded napkins with the best of them,
Yeah.
and it truly is. And it's one of those things where, you know, from 6 a.m. to 4 p.m., we're pounding the pavement, humbling ourselves to be seen at auditions, and then we get to work and we have to humble ourselves to guests to pay rent. And you have managers running you around, you have customers complaining, you have all these things, chefs yelling at you, and it's like,
Mm,
do you know what I'm capable of? Like, do you, this is what, from headliner to hospitality, and it's like nobody cares what awards you've won, nobody cares what
right.
roles you've played, how much you've studied. And
Yep.
so this podcast is about kind of sharing those tough shifts, because that's the name of it. It's tough
Brilliant.
shift. But you have to say it like my mom when I was a kid complaining about things. I'm like, Mom, that's not fair. And she'd be like, tough shift. You have to say it that way. And it's about we exchange war stories,
Oh, I love
and
it.
how
I've
we get
watched
through
so
it.
many of them. They're
Thank you.
great.
And it's, and more importantly, after we, talk about the industry, I want to talk about you. And very similar to what you're doing here, to where it's like, these are these amazingly talented human beings,
Yeah,
and this is how you can support them. This is how you can uplift them. This is how you can discover the talent. This is who's bringing your water. This is who is making sure your allergies are noted. This is who's making sure you get that Manhattan exactly the way you want it. And did you also know that they were on Broadway? Did you also know that they won an award for singing? Did you also know they can do a triple pirouette or what? All these amazing things that people don't even
amazing.
care to find out.
Yeah, I think it's great. It's an amazing um, subject. It's an amazing launch pad for so many great stories. I love stories. That's what I'm
Oh
all
yeah,
about. Listening to other people's stories and telling them. And so I love it. I think it's great. And where
thank
would
you.
people catch it?
Anywhere you get your podcasts, you can
Okay.
listen to It's Tough Shift, and it's TUFF, tough,
Okay. Yeah.
tough shift, right there. And
I
wherever
love it.
you get your podcast, and if you want to like leave a comment, where you can, whatever device you're listening on, or you can head over to toughshiftpodcast.com,
Okay,
and you
great.
can support. We have a virtual tip jar there. You can leave your comments if you have stories you want to share. Um,
Great.
because I always say I could ask the same exact questions each episode, which I don't. I do
Mm,
curate it to each guest. But if I were to ask the same questions to each person, I would have a different show each time, because our experiences where we're united are also so crazy. And you working in piano bars and nightlife, I know your stories are going to be completely different than mine, and it's a different
right.
type of wild. It's a different type of everything.
Although I've worked in restaurants too over the years, and I worked at Bar Centrale, which is
Oh
same
yeah.
owners as Joe Allen, and all famous people came in. I have so many stories. One of these days I'll sit down with you. I have so many stories about famous people you can't
I
imagine.
I would love that, and good and bad.
Good and bad. Oh, some of them were
Yeah.
wonderful.
Yeah.
Like you could ask me. I mean, I can tell you my favorites and not so favorites, but without, I wouldn't throw anybody under the bus. But there's so many lovely people out there, as well. So, but working in the piano, I mean, we could go on for days about
Oh
that,
yeah.
just that. But I want people to find your podcast because it's really fun and it's super interesting, and you have really great people on. So, it's just a really good podcast. So,
Yes.
toughshiftpodcast.com. Go and find
And
that.
I would love to have both you and Leo on. It's an
Oh, yeah.
open invitation, and it's just really it's really fun. I usually start off with my pre-shift, so I share a story, or so I was just we're recording for the holidays, so the themes are all like how to get through the holidays, how to treat your servers, and all the stories around that. And the most difficult part of it all was when I first started. I just wanted to cram in every story into that very
Of
first episode. It's
course,
like,
of
no, you
course.
could one at a time. This is an open-ended show, and you
Right.
have nothing but time to share your stories. And same thing with a guest. So, like I said, if we talk about a similar subject matter, it's going to be a completely different story. And
Absolutely.
I've heard some tough shifts that have just made me literally clutch my pearls. I'm like, that happened to you. And I know there's so much more. So yeah, please tune in, listen. And if you have something you want to share, let us know.
Oh, I love it. Absolutely. This is and it's so good. Please go and check it out. Um, okay, first of all, I can't get over how cute you look in that apron. That's adorable.
Thank you.
So Sean, and I don't want to give away too much. I'll just flash it quick. Is
You want me to flash?
oh no, I don't want to give it away. No, you keep your clothes on, sir.
You know what? This was fun because during the pandemic, I used to do pantsless living room concerts. And this was like when you said, okay, you're in, what month do you want? I was like, oh, it has to be June. It has to be very gay. And thankfully it's nude. Because it brought me back a little bit. I'm like, I have good legs. That's if I
Yes,
don't like
you
anything
do.
else,
And
I got
I
legs.
noticed you hiked that apron up a
I
little
was
bit.
inspired by somebody in a previous year who I had seen do the same. So I said, well, there we go.
Yes, no, you're allowed to do whatever you want with your apron. And I love that you chose to do what you wanted with your apron. And I love that you're wearing it now.
Yes, indeed.
So my sweetheart, you are doing I saw it on your Facebook wall. I'm like, oh my God, he's doing a show. You're doing a show. People are gonna get to hear your beautiful voice when?
December 22nd. I'm going back. Actually, I'm living right now in Los Angeles. But
Oh,
every
okay.
year at Christmas, I have thankfully found my way home to celebrate with my family. And 12 years ago, I started doing this little show. And it became like just a little dipping my toes into the world of cabaret.
Mm,
And it took on a life of its own. And it basically became my holiday newsletter that I set to music.
I love it.
And I charge people to come hear me sing songs and tell them about everything that I've been up to. And I share old stories, and I share my holiday wishes for everyone, my New Year wishes. But really, it's the embarrassing holiday stories that really keep my family on their toes. Like, which one is he sharing this year? And then
Oh,
just sing all the standards that you like, and
yeah.
really something for everybody, because it is the holidays. And there is so much to the holiday
Oh
season.
my
So
God, I love
I want to
them.
make sure
I
there's
love
something
the
for everybody.
holidays. I love them. And they're some, some years they're bittersweet. Some years it's just about missing people.
I'm actually gonna tell you this because I'm actually working this into my show, and I'm really working on this part because I didn't spring for the waterproof mascara. So my friend just said, keep practicing and cry while you practice, so that when you get on stage, you have it together.
Yes.
But it really is about honoring the people. Where I'm like, I don't think anybody ever goes away completely. They're just here in a different way.
I
And thank
agree.
God for those memories and all the love and joy you shared, because they will forever, that will be in your heart. And they're always here this Christmas. They're always here at every holiday and every day, but particularly at Christmas. That's how we keep them alive. And one of the
Absolutely.
even better parts of it is that the way that they made Christmas magical and special for you, you get the opportunity to do the same for the next generation who they would have loved. Like my
Yeah.
abuelita never got to meet. I have another nephew, so there's one great grandson that she never got to meet, and I just knew she would have loved him. And I have a picture
Oh,
with, another nephew, and was at his baptism, and she did get to meet him. And she has two great granddaughters. Actually, she has a decent amount. But I just that picture, and it's like the thing that broke my heart was that she'll never get to see him grow, but I can take it on to share her love,
yes.
and everything she gave to me, I can recreate for them. And how I love is keeping her
Absolutely.
legacy alive.
I could not agree more with every single thing you just said. I I think it's so important. It's so funny tonight. I mean, when I do my food, I'll talk about it, but I channel my mother all the time when I
Oh yeah.
cook because and I spend time with her when I cook. Even though she's been gone now almost 15 years, I think it is 15 years now, but she and I cooked a lot together. That's where I
Yeah.
learned every cooking skill I have. And when I'm cooking, my mom's right there with me. And I mean, really right there with me. Like, I feel that she's all around and everything I learned from her, and that she's saying, put more oil in there, otherwise it's going to burn, little things
Yep.
like that. But so I agree with you. And my grandfather, my mother's father, was this beautiful, like, Santa Claus type of person. He was just so bright eyed and so full of life. And my cousin Rena's on tonight. She's watching. She can attest. And I feel like I want to carry that sometimes. Like,
Hmm.
that needs to be carried on. Like his joy for life and just his silliness. He was really silly and fun. And I think it's important, like you said, for the next generation that didn't get to meet these wonderful people that were our rocks as little
Exactly.
kids. You look up to your grandparents, you look up to your parents, your neighbors. It's so important to carry that stuff on. I agree with you, Sean. Is there anything special I mean, your whole show's special, but is there anything that you're doing in your show for your abuela that you
Uh,
dedicate to her, that you feel her when you sing?
well, I guess I'll give some of it away now. So the name of the show is Holiday Test Drive 12, and it's Merry Christmas, Darlings,
Mm,
like the Carpenter song,
yes.
and it's about wishing to be with somebody. And so I took that song and made it less of a love song and more
Oh,
of just a dialogue to, like, I wish you could see this tree. I
oh,
wish you
that's
could
so
see
pretty.
what's going on. I wish, that my abuelita could have met Jeremy. All these
Oh,
things and all this joy
I
and
have
love, and you're
chills.
you're still here. So it's one of those things. And then I um I sing Silent Night after that in Spanish, because she always wanted. The first year I was like, I'm going to sing a song in Spanish. And she was so excited. And I told my Irish grandma I was going to sing an Irish song. What I had done is I did a mashup of Feliz Navidad with Christmas and Carney, and they were
Oh
both
my
pissed. They were
God.
like, that
That's
doesn't count.
you. That's you. That you're the mashup.
Exactly. But they didn't like that. So I always try to have each of them represented in some way. And
Oh my
so
God.
uh, uh, Silent Night, I sing Noche de Paz in Spanish. And my abuelita, she would come in. Now we're at Feinstein's. Before we were at Martuni's, which is an amazing place. But it's the back of a bar. It's a don't tell mama type place. It's tight. It's not very ADA. Um, and at one point she was in a wheelchair, and every year they made room, and
Mm.
people got out of the way. They took out an entire section of tables, so her wheelchair could be there, and she was right next to me. Like the piano's on one floor, I'm next to the piano, we're all on the same level, and then my abuelita is there. And any pictures you see, it's just her smiling while I'm singing, like she's on stage with me. And it was very haunting the first year because they always kept that space open, and it was like a Christmas carol, with Tiny Tim, like the crutch in a corner with no owner, and it was just this
Oh,
space we left open for her to
so
be there, and it was
beautiful.
yeah.
Look at what you're doing. I have goosebumps.
Well, you mentioned that you have a psychic watching right now, and I
She's
almost said,
here.
like, I almost apologize because whenever there is somebody who can communicate, she bolts her way to the front of the line. She
Well,
bolts her way to
my
the front of the
grandmother was
line.
like that too.
Yeah,
And it's so I am so glad you believe in that stuff because I completely do. And I do want to put another shout out for, and she's our friend, Danielle, AlexandriaAlchemy.com. Please go and check her out. She's
yeah.
incredible and so kind and so sweet. She's a nice Italian girl.
There we
And
go.
so I gave I gave a couple of sessions as gifts, but I believe in all that stuff. And you talking about your grandmother, like that's why I kept getting chills because I can just see it. And my cousin Rena says, yes, Nono Jerry, that was our grandfather, instilled such confidence in me over the years with his uplifting and unconditional love. And I now try to be that for the next generation. And she
Mm,
is. Rena has all kinds of things at her house with her nieces and nephews, and it's beautiful. You are that person, Rena, and you make it your own. You do it in your own way. She's always cooking with them, and it's just beautiful. So I think that's important. Sean, what's something that you do with the little ones that you think you're bringing that love into the next generation?
Well, the transition was, for the longest time, there were no grandkids for my parents. And so it's like, I'm 29 years old and there's still a pile of gifts here for the
Mm.
kids. So like we were still at 29 getting like, Christmas morning gifts, and it was like, great, but also a little embarrassing. And when my first niece was born, she's a December 21st. And so I met her just a few days old. She had came to Christmas morning, she was literally a few days old, and just holding her, it was like the best Christmas present, and it was
Oh,
just, "It's not about you." Like, and that's a
isn't
big
that
that's a
beautiful?
for a tenor, that's a huge lesson to learn, like,
Well, you know
it's not
what
about
though,
you.
in your defense, you are a huge presence on stage, but you are such a giving human being.
Thank you.
So I need to say that out loud because you really are. You're so, even when I've run into you on the street, like I said, your big personality is there on stage, but you are you acquiesce to other energies as well. And that's a
Thank you.
gift right there. That's a gift. Now um, we're gonna zoom in our other guests. We're gonna zoom you out for just don't go anywhere.
Perfect, yeah.
We're gonna bring in Janine Molinari and Lavinia Draper. They are in Times Square right now. We're gonna bring. Are they with us? Yep. And we're gonna zoom, but don't go far because I'm gonna bring you back in.
Just give me a heads up so I'm not standing up when you bring me back on.
Is that a
Oh,
dare?
you know what? Yeah, I was gonna say, why give him a heads up? I
Don't
say
threaten
go
me with a
for it.
good time.
Mm.
I love it. Who knew? All right, ladies and gentlemen, Sean Patrick Murtagh. We are gonna bring him back up. He's wonderful, and
He's
he
so
is our
funny.
Mr. June. So
This is the
glad
headphone for you, my love.
this is the one.
This is so
Yeah,
beautiful.
okay. It just
No
messes my hair
echo,
up,
no
but it's
anything.
okay.
I know.
I'll get used to
But
it.
you know what? I can see your punum, and that punum,
I put
mwah,
him. Oh, all right.
your
Yeah.
punum,
So
that's
this is my
Jewish for
new
face.
headset because the other one is gets a lot of feedback. Okay, great. And it was only
Uh-oh, I
21.
think
It
they're
was only
ready.
$21. Can you believe
You
that?
look cute.
Oh,
You look
thank you,
cute
honey.
with it.
I feel like Krista Piro when I wear this.
Can
Speaking of
my Time Life books, are they on their way though? My
your
Time
time,
Life books.
oh, right, Danielle said that. Do we have our guests in the
Oh,
green
they
room?
are ready and raring. They are ready to go. They look so festive. Are we
Okay,
ready?
so let me just start with this. Janine Molinari of Dance Molinari and her sidekick Lavinia Draper are doing a benefit for the. This is an amazing benefit for this Holy Apostles Soup Kitchen. Thank you. Leo was tap dancing because they are tappers. They're doing it's next Tuesday, a week from tonight, at the Triad Theater at 7 p.m. It's such an amazing cause. I can't go because I'll be doing the show, but I always donate to it. It is so worth it, and it directly goes to people to a soup kitchen in our city in the 20s that it make you cry. People stand in line for hours to get food, and oh my God, wait, where are they? Are they here?
Jumping.
I'm jumping. Girls, what are you doing? You're in Times Square?
We are on the top of a building in Times
Oh my
Square.
God.
You're in the top of a building in Times Square?
Oh,
Are you in trouble?
Oh, sorry. No, we are in trouble, I think.
Are you going to get
We are in
arrested?
trouble. No, we're fine. Hi, it's Lavinia Draper, and this is Janine Molinari. We got in trouble for a couple of minutes.
What are you
But we're okay now.
What are
We
you
were
doing in
rehearsing
Times
with the
Square tonight?
children. We are rehearsing for the holiday hop, which is going to be Tuesday, December 17th at 7 o'clock at the Triad Theater.
And how many people do you have on stage at a time?
Well, we do have the opening number, which we have 18 tap dancers.
Oh my
That should be
God.
really fun. I think the whole Upper West Side probably will shake with all those tappers on that
Right.
stage.
But at one point, while we sing Rudolph, we're gonna have also added to that is two flamenco dancers, Patty and Patty, myself.
Tango dancers.
Tango, what did I say?
Flamenco.
It's the same thing. It's the same thing.
Flamenco
Flamingo.
dancers, Patty and Patty. Oh my God.
Yeah, so there's gonna be about 30 people on stage.
32 in total.
And you have a musical director. And his
Sean Palatroni.
I don't know of this Sean Palatroni, but I hear he's fantastic.
He just kicked butt with Santa Baby. Let me tell you, this year's Santa Baby is going to be epic.
Did
He's
you
Italian. What can you expect, you know?
did you
I
just
always
time
do the
wait,
same
did you
number.
girls just tap in Times Square?
We did.
In the rain.
Did you know that? How did you know? Did you see?
Because Janine gave me a little preview chat the other night.
She did.
Yes.
Yes, we were out there. I mean, I was basically not tapping. I was just getting wet, but I was there.
We tapped in the rain on tap boards, and we had a whole crew around us. All of Times Square was around us, a free show.
Yeah, they were taking over. You know,
Wow.
they like to take pictures.
That's
People around the
exciting.
world have pictures of us. We don't know who the hell they are.
No, and they don't know who the hell you are, but they're excited that they were in Times Square and saw you.
I really like pictures of random people.
Well, most people they'll do things like that. Now, how many years have you girls been doing this benefit?
25 years.
What?
We
This is your
started when we were
25th
12.
anniversary?
What? This is the 25th anniversary of our service to the Holy Apostle Soup Kitchen. We only missed 1 year, but we did do virtual.
Yeah, the COVID
Yeah.
year, but we still did it.
Yeah.
We did it COVID.
And-
We did it virtual.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think
Virtual
I saw
COVID,
that one. Wow. I've seen a bunch of them over the years. It just it falls usually on a night that I work or do the show. But Lavinia, I'm going to give you a check. I
They're
always
very
I always write a
generous.
check because it's so moving. Sometimes I drive by there on the way to somewhere and I see that line of people that line up every day for food. And I am so moved by the fact that you girls do this every year and raise so much money for that. So I directly see where it goes.
So I
It's
want to give a
amazing.
service tip to anyone out there who's
Yeah.
listening. When you see a homeless person and they ask you for money and it like aggravates you, or you don't have money, or you don't know what to do, you could always say to them, do you know that there is a soup kitchen on 28th and 9th that serves meals Monday to Friday from 11 to 2? You could just say that. And
I
I
love
always
that.
say that to a homeless person. And they're like, really? And I'm like, you could go, you could eat. So if you don't want to be, if you don't know what to say, you could always say that.
And
Well,
also,
I
it's
love
not just
that.
homeless. It's actually
yeah.
lots of families.
Families who are low,
Students at NYU.
yeah,
that can't
students that
afford.
don't have money for
Yeah.
lunch, they won't turn anybody away. It's totally not only homeless people.
Yeah.
It's just New
Wow.
Yorkers that get a free, delicious meal. And if you decide to uh, work there, like do service work there, you get a wonderful meal after. Like if you serve the food.
I love that. That's
So you can sign
fantastic.
up to serve food as well.
That is fantastic. Okay, fill me in one more. I don't want to keep you girls too long because I know you're in Times Square and doing stuff. But
So let me just check in with some people. So this is Holiday Hop, a benefit for the Holy Apostle Soup Kitchen next Tuesday, December 17th at 7 p.m. And it's at the Triad. And the Triad, we were just there for Anthony's show. It's 158 West 72nd Street. It's right off of Broadway. It's a sweet little theater upstairs. They call it a jewel box theater. So the girls will be there with their 18 other tap dancers. Amazing.
Oh,
And their musical
And
director.
so many other acts.
so many
Yeah.
acts and
So many.
songs and singing and Broadway
Oh,
kids
and we must not forget our sponsors. We actually are
Oh.
being sponsored.
by Krispy Kreme and Ray's Original Pizza
And Bartos
Wow.
Entertainment.
and Bartos Entertainment. So we have three sponsors.
And Open Jar Studios.
Yeah. And Saturday, if anyone wants to buy baked goods, come up to Open Jar. I am gonna be the take the money girl from 10 to 1. We're gonna have a bake sale at Open Jar
Where's
Studio.
Open Jar?
Open Jar Studio is
right here on-
1601.
1601 Broadway, but it's actually on the corner of 48th and Broadway. All of the Broadway shows rehearse here.
Right behind
Oh.
Krispy Kreme, who's our sponsor.
I love that. It's like a bake sale.
Yes, there's gonna be a
Oh,
bake
that's
sale
so
this Saturday.
fun. That reminds
Yeah.
me of like being a kid.
Yeah, and then on Tuesday, I'm gonna sell the Krispy Kreme donuts at the Triad.
And Ray's
Oh.
Pizza supplying pizza for the entire cast for our run through on Saturday.
Yeah.
Oh,
So we're
that's
gonna be eating
wonderful.
Pizza and donuts. It's a wonderful diet. I appreciate my chubbiness because of the
Listen,
holidays.
I have gained so much weight in the last few months and I don't care. I don't care because in January I can concentrate on that. I'm just having fun now. So I get it. Ladies, I can't thank you enough.
We
Oh,
can't
thank
thank you
you.
enough.
I'm so glad you came on. I don't want to rush you off, but I know you got to go and I don't want
No,
to
no,
keep
no,
you.
it's fine.
Can you
We love
stay?
you. Thank you,
We're
Leo.
so appreciative.
Of
We love
course,
you
of
so
course.
much.
We're going to do the food section of our show now, but I don't want to rush you off, but if you have to go, just go. But
Bye,
And
my
we're
love.
so excited.
right.
I think I want to sing it. We're so
Excited.
I'm so excited.
And we
And we
just
just
get We're doing the holiday hop on December 17th, 7 o'clock. Triad.
Believe, I wore my Believe shirt, my Santa Believe shirt.
Believe.
I love that.
Bye.
Bye, love you.
Love you.
Good night, my loves. Billy Bianchi
so
has checked
cute.
in. I'm late too. That's okay. You could just show up. I love it. Lynn Porter's genius says, love you, Janine and Lavinia. Now, Billy Bianchi wrote a beautiful book. Billy, and I love this book. It's about her, it's all about dogs, but it was inspired
the
by her
dogs book.
dad and with Chaser, the border, the wonder dog. But Billy, will you please type in? Because people should order this book. If you are a dog lover, this is a great gift for Christmas. You're going to order it right on Amazon and have it delivered to people's homes, especially if you can't make it, or just have it delivered to your home and wrap it. But if you can't make it to where you're going and you want to send it, and these people are dog lovers, Billy Bianchi wrote a beautiful book. She will type that in. Okay, let's bring Sean back on.
Hold on.
There he, oh my God, thank God you
I
weren't
just
you just sat? Oh my God. So we're going to do the food section of our show called, as my cousin Rena's shouting, go ahead, keep eating. So
eating.
Billy says, For the Love of Dog, The Ultimate Relationship Guide. This book is so amazing. And it's a big book. It has illustrations. It's so beautiful. If you love dogs, you will love this book. Okay, so what did I make tonight, Sean? You know I cook for my show.
Right.
The other night, my girlfriend and I, she loves Taylor Swift. And so we were at a Swiftie watch party for her last concert. I like Taylor Swift, but my girlfriend loves Taylor Swift. So we went to a watch party and I ordered fish and chips and it was okay. And I did what I do at every restaurant. I said, you know what? I hate to say this, but I can make that better. And so I'm one of those obnoxious people. I whisper it, but I do love to cook. And so I made myself tonight, what I did was I went and bought some beautiful cod, bacala to the Italians and bacalao to the Spanish speaking. And what I did was I soaked it in salt water and lemon. I think that's important with cod because it needs to be soaked like that for a couple hours. And then I
Yummy.
put it in flour, egg batter, and Italian breadcrumbs. And that's what I made. And it's over basmati rice. And these are I can't take credit for the vegetables. Trader Joe's has these amazing green beans with shiitake, mushroom, and garlic sauce. All I had to do was heat those up. But this is and it's off. I already had like 4 pieces and a little tartar sauce on that. But I think that if you are someone that really wants something and you're a good cook, something done right, sometimes you got to do it yourself. No
Amen.
knocking the place, but it just wasn't what I wanted. But so this is my my cod, my fried cod with basmati rice. So that is my main meal, and then my salad. You know, I love a good salad.
Ooh.
Isn't that pretty, Leo?
It looks
Are
like a
those
crown.
pears?
It does look like a crown. Thank you. So what this is yes, these are pears, Leo. Very good. So what I did here is Boston lettuce and a little bit of shredded cabbage, white cabbage, Bosque pears. You can get any kind of pears. I love the Bosque pears. Bosque pears, Persian cucumbers, dried cranberries, and then Stilton cheese, which is like a blue cheese but better. Stilton cheese, and I'm gonna put what you like that?
Yeah,
Stilton
that's
cheese,
better.
yeah. And then I'm going to put a cranberry pear balsamic from the Saratoga Olive Oil Company. It's delicious.
Very nice.
Balsamic vinegar. And just a plain extra virgin olive oil with that. And then for dessert, Leo, you're going to be so jealous. So a bunch of my cousins, kids, and grandkids are selling Girl Scout cookies now, and you can have them now. You can have them delivered to your house. So I ordered them and they shipped them out. I got my 2 favorites, Caramel Delights, which used to be Samoa's. Now they're Caramel Delights, and chocolate peanut butter patties.
Ooh.
These are my
I'm gonna
2
have
favorites.
to get the shortbread.
Yeah, you like those. You like the shortbread. These are my 2 favorites.
Because I can dip them in Ken's jams.
That's
Maria,
right.
Maria,
Yes, honey.
can I
have to-
interject real quick?
What?
With that cookie. Now
Yeah.
I used to do this with the Thin Mints. If you drink milk or any milk substitute, you take a little nibble out of one end, you turn it 180, you take another little nibble, like a pitch pipe, and then you
Such
suck
a
the milk
cheater.
through the
No.
cookie, and then
Such
you
a
take it, and
cheater.
the milk gets. You take a bite after you suck the milk through the cookie, and then you take a bite, and it just gushes everywhere. It is like I feel like I should do a show like Memoirs of a Fat Kid, like because this is how these
Oreos
are.
do that as well.
That's exactly what my dad taught us, and like
I've never
we
done
knew-
this.
oh my God.
I'm 62 years old and I'm just learning this.
I learned like eating, like we didn't, I mean, not that we ate completely unhealthy, but you know, we ate a little unhealthy growing up. And it's just these secrets you learn when you have a food addiction that just like stay with you for life. And it's like, oh man, that's beautiful. And I can't because of gluten anymore. So I always want to share this knowledge
I'm
with
gonna
people
try
who
that.
can. So
Hey, Maria, may I,
Yeah.
you brought up fish and chips, and I had to tell you that I need to give a shout out for some fish and chips.
Whoa.
those look good.
Paul's Bar
Oh
in
my
Palm
God.
Springs.
Those look perfect.
Well, you don't
They were
understand.
so good.
Sean, this is such a great story. So my friend Paul O'Halloran, he and I worked together at Bar Centrale, which is owned by the same owners as Joe Allen and Orso, for a few years, and he is so funny. So anyway, he's a great comedian and singer, and so I directed his cabaret show. But now this is many years later, he has a great restaurant in Palm Springs called Paul Bar. And it's so popular that they actually expanded. They bought the next door and expanded. And all our friends go out there. So if you're in the Palm Springs area, look up Paul Bar. And Leo, you were there, and Paul's food is just like Joe Allen, but
my
better.
God. Let me tell you, Maria.
Tell me.
I was transfixed. I walked into this. This is in the strip mall. It's
Yeah,
in
I
the
know.
strip
You
mall.
wouldn't know what was
There's
there.
a dispensary and a Longoria right next to it. And you walk in, and I'm
Kind of like a
fucking Brooklyn.
speakeasy.
I'm in Brooklyn. I was back at a neighborhood pub that serves food. It's all men that are serving. It just felt like I could have gone outside, walked around the corner, and met you at the piano bar. That's how
Yeah.
close I felt. And the food was good. I had me some calamari. We had
Yes.
some wings right off the bat. Just the
Their
wedge
meatloaf
salad.
is like championship meatloaf.
The service was great. I was bad, and I had, just to treat myself, I had one of their black Manhattans. So good, Maria. Not to be any of yours, but
No, that's okay. So you
it
went there
was
and
took
you
me
also
back.
saw Dominic Pupa's show, right?
Yep.
Dominic Pupa is a
After
comedian
Dominic's
friend of
show
yours.
is and Dominic's on so many. Oh, he made me laugh.
Yeah.
There was some comments, family comments. Barbara was initiated in the conversation.
Oh my
But it was
God.
good to be there for Dominic, and it was. I have to come out to LA now and just surprise Sean.
Oh,
I
you
would
have
love that.
to.
Sit in his
But now
section.
Sean's show is in San Francisco. Let's repeat those dates.
You said
in case-
Martuni's. Oh, I miss Martuni's.
Yeah, it's not at Martuni's this year, but
only 'cause I haven't been.
that's where it got its start, and I already know I have to make a pilgrimage there. It's basically the Don't Tell Mama of San Francisco, and it is such an institution. And they have, I mean, their martinis are like 10 ounces. They're
Oh, yeah.
like,
Really?
it's not my family's, Irish and Latino, and a couple of them have been knocked down, and that's saying something. like a tranquilizer. So go to
Wow.
Martuni's, but then go to the Nico and see my show on Sunday, December 22nd at 5 p.m., which apparently I'm learning Sunday matinees are. I did that a couple years ago as like it was the only option I had, and it's sold out
Yeah.
like immediately.
Mhm.
And this show, there's like 20 tickets left, and usually we use that like it's gonna sell out, it's almost sold out. We use it as a sales pitch. It's
Yeah.
really actually 20 tickets left. So if you
I
want to
love
see it,
that.
it's a beautiful venue, equally beautiful beverages, and come see, get a little holiday cheer.
And Sean is I'm going to add to that is a beautiful singer. Like, I mean,
you.
top notch, gorgeous, won a bunch of awards in New York. Just amazing singer. And
Hey,
let's
all my
bring,
East Bay theater friends, because I went to college in the East Bay, Cal State Hayworth, now
Yeah.
East Bay. Get off your Sunday butts, go see and go see Sean.
oh
Yeah.
my
To do
God,
a report.
Yeah.
that is fantastic. So yeah, go and do that. Leo, I'm so glad you got to go to Paul Bar. Please, everybody, if you're out in the Palm Springs area, go to Paul Bar. I love my friend Paul O'Halloran. Isn't he hysterical?
Oh, he was so when he looked at me and he goes, "Wait, I know you." And so I said, "Well, I'm Maria's assistant." He's the show Maria, and so we just hit it off. And
Oh, I love that.
it was a really good night. Great
I'm
food.
s- I'm so glad. So let me just quickly check in with some of our people. Alana Diaz has joined us. Much love from Stonewall. We love
Alana, go
Alana
boom.
Diaz. Alana is also now, she's at the Duplex on Saturdays. She's an amazing singer. And she is also at Brandy's on Thursday nights now. That's her permanent shift. So go and check out Alana.
Alana's
Pilly,
from this area.
yes, she's from Bay. Isn't she from San Francisco
No, not
as
from
well?
the Bay Area. No, she may
Palm
have been up there,
Springs.
but she's from the Palm Springs area, the desert area and such. Yep.
So
trade
many
cases.
California people here. So Sean, are you ready for the show? You've been rehearsing and you're ready for it.
Had a rehearsal right up until before this show, and it's just one of those things where you got to keep running it. And
Mhm.
I'm like working. I've written all the pattern. I'm like, the first drafts are always awful, and it's very important that you just write it down so that way you
Yeah.
can focus your ideas, so you're not just talking all over the place. So everything is, I'm working through it and I'm saying it as much as I cringe until it
Mhm.
settles, and then that's what I want to say, and I cut this and I cut that. So it's in really great shape.
Yay.
And I've sang through the entire show multiple times already. And it's got a little bit of everything. It's not just, big Christmas, classical music. I sing a little bit of everything, some holiday pop. And of course, last year I had so much fun doing the Barbara Streisand Jingle Bells
Oh
that I
my
just had to
God.
bring it back. It is like, how do
It's
you
the
sing
best.
Jingle Bells any other way? It's so much fun that I'm like, I don't care. The one time in the show, I don't care if the audience is having fun, because I'm having fun.
Yes, absolutely. And I never get sick of that. Never.
How slinky is your boa when you're doing Santa Baby?
It depends, how many tips are going into the jar.
Well, look, he's wearing nothing but the apron right now. So
I'm doing that
you
for
don't have
free.
to twist his arm to get, to take some clothes off. Folks, this is the Nothing But the Apron calendar for 2025. Sean Patrick is our Mr. June in it. She's wearing nothing but the apron, and that little apron is hiked up, girl. So if you want an apron, they're $12. Please reach out to me, and I will get it to you, or come and see me. Sean, I have to mail this. I'm going to mail you one next week.
Oh,
I mean,
thank you.
tomorrow.
I wanted to say that, you know, in choosing that picture, it was very hard, and so I went with a multi-view.
Right.
A
I love that.
montage.
You
Because
got
it was
you
so
got the
hard to choose.
montage, Sean. You got the
It was
montage.
so, yeah, and because it was just, it had to be done. It had to be done.
Well, Sean, I want to thank you so much, honey, for taking time out. I know you're
Oh
super
goodness,
busy,
thank you.
and that means a lot. What night is your show on? Is it on different nights, or is it
The Tough
the
Shift?
podcast?
Yeah, so a brand new episode launches every Tuesday. So there's the new one launched today, and wherever you listen to podcasts, just give it a listen, give it a like. It's
So
it's
good.
easy to support your performer friends. Like,
Yes.
comment, and share means maybe not as much as dollar bills in the tip jar, but it means a lot, and it's free. And so that's why I'm always just commenting on people's stuff, even if it's a heart emoji. So yeah, share it with, if you know anyone in the restaurant industry,
It's
or if
really
you
good.
want
I
to
enjoy
be on the
it.
show, send me a letter and we'll talk. Yeah, check it out. Spotify, Apple, all the things. I just upload it to one place and it distributes it. And it's been a lot of fun. It's been really wonderful to kind of try this new journey, because you know LA is still recovering from the strike, and the musical theater world is a little different here. So I'm auditioning like
A lot of
crazy,
different, I would think.
Yeah.
a lot. So I'm still auditioning. I'm still being brought in, but in the meantime, I can't sit still, and I can't wait for other people to give me opportunities. So this is something that's very near and dear to my heart. So I'm happy to share it with everyone.
Oh, I love that. Okay, so that is we have come to the end of our show. I want to thank Sean for joining us. I
Thank
want
you.
to shout out Lavinia Draper and Janine Molinari. They, every year they do a benefit concert for uh, Holy Apostle Soup Kitchen. Leo, thank you for everything you do for me. I don't know what I would do without my Leo. And all of you that come back week after week to watch us. Julie Cesari. Hi, honey. I just saw Julie. Julie's out in LA, right? Yeah, I believe so. Julie's out
Santa
in
Monica,
LA. She
right?
just had a birthday. Happy birthday, Julie. Julie gave me my equity card. She hired me for an off-Broadway show called Tony and Tina's Wedding in 1991. And because of Julie, I have my equity card, and I never forgot that. So thank you, honey. And so my cousin Rena, I love you. I know she just had a birthday and finally got her present from me. But we love all of you. We appreciate you. Please come back every week, Tuesdays, 9 p.m. Eastern. Leo, thank you. Sean, thank you. And everybody out there, thank you. We love and appreciate you. And good night.